What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this, man. So as this Treyway federal investigation continue to go into the week, more and more information and things coming out, man. So now it's been revealed that 6ix9ine driver was actually an informer working for the feds, the FBI, to take down 6ix9ine and Treyway. Though 6ix9ine would be the one who financed the team, the federal investigation knew he wasn't the power and mind and bosses behind the team. So what is being said is that one day, 6ix9ine driver got pulled over by immigration. You know that was the feds. They was watching. Remember, this indictment go back to 2014. So they're aware of who his driver is, catch him slipping one day, they arrest him, and he immediately decide to work with them. Immediately. And become a federal informant. And he had all type of wiring in the cars and everything. So every time they riding around in the car just jacking and doing things, it's all video recorded and audio recorded. That's how come, that's another reason why his kidnapping was caught on camera. Because the car was bugged and everything and wired up and with cameras and mics. So 6ix9ine was already being sniffed on from the very beginning. Not only with him, but a couple more people, man. And the way it looked, it just looked like, again, why people blaming 6ix9ine for a lot of the stuff he doing. You gotta understand, they were doing it to him first also. Some of them, not all of them. Also, here's the thing about 6ix9ine. Because the feds knew he wasn't the muscle and the power, they knew he was being used. That's why he was given an opportunity to cooperate with them because of his involvement with the team. They all on record calling him soft and he ain't a real blood. So the FBI knew that. And they gave him a way out of it. The thing about 6ix9ine is this. So they gave him a way out of it. And when they gave him a way out of it, he took it. He took it. After hearing all the stuff against him, the plotting to kill him, having sex with his baby mama, all that. But here's something that's real. Do you think they wouldn't have done that to him? Do you think any of them dudes, Shotty, do you think any of them dudes wouldn't have snitched on him? They already snitching. He ain't the only one snitching. Mostly all of them snitching. But do you think they wouldn't have snitched on him neither? Look, he only became an informer because, not an informer. They snitched on, they allow him to snitch because they knew he wasn't the one that was running things. He wasn't the man, had the power, nothing. They knew he was a scary coward by listening to all the audio tapes. They listening to all the audio tapes. They listening to them, calling them soft, weak, lame, ain't really gang. Man, we just using him for his money. He just financing what we doing. We the ones got him out here doing this stupid, foolish stuff. All that's on the tape. They got him out here doing all that stupid stuff. You remember Shotty? Shotty was on there talking about, yeah, we the new death row. You the new death row? What do that mean by you the new death row? Well, let's examine death row. Suge Knight was robbing them boys. Had them brothers in fear of him. Not giving them the proper money. not giving them their money that was deserving them, and they selling millions of records, extorting them dudes, reckless, can't tell them nothing, don't know how to divide business from the streets. And he was calling himself the real 6ix9ine. So who was 6ix9ine? 6ix9ine's a shotty. 6ix9ine a shotty. Right, we know it was shotty. So who would 6ix9ine be? Just the artist. Right. That 6ix9ine rob and do what he do. But if they knew Tekashi 6ix9ine, if the shoe was on the other foot, and they knew Tekashi 6ix9ine was the muscle, was the mind, was the plan, they would have had them testify against him. And they would have done it. They would have done it. You don't think they wouldn't have? Why wouldn't they have done it? They already robbing him out of money. They already done pistol whipped him. They already called him soft. They already said he wasn't a real blood. They already having sex with his woman. And remember what I told y'all why snitching won't really stop. Why snitching don't stop. This is what people was not saying. They try to talk tough and just saying stuff just to be saying it. This is a fact when it comes to snitching in a lot of gang organizations in the streets. Snitching is allowed. You just not allowed to snitch on your own. A Crip can snitch on a Blood. A Blood can snitch on a Crip. A GD can snitch on a Vice Lord. And a Vice Lord can snitch on a GD. You just can't snitch on your own. Do you know why? Because they call oppositions. Them your enemies anyway. You can snitch on your enemies. You just can't snitch on your own. That's what looks shunned about. If you and I know this because I used to be in the streets and I knew how it was. I gave y'all my story what happened. I saw this happen many times. I was even told I can do this when I was in the mob. You can give up your oppositions. You can tell on the other people. You can't tell on the one that's a part of you. That's what look bad about. That's what's shunned upon. And when it comes to snitching, for the most part, people snitch on who they don't care about. That's why, again, you can snitch on the oppositions and things like that. People snitch on who they don't care about. For the most part. But usually when you love somebody, you care about them, or you got love for them, them the ones you don't give up. You give up the people who you don't care about. Like, yeah, I give up Shotty, I give up dude too. But I ain't gonna tell on Prince. I ain't gonna tell on Killer. I ain't gonna tell on Shorty G. I ain't gonna tell on T-Bone. But I'm gonna tell on Shotty, I'm gonna tell because they think they tough. They always was on some goofy stuff, but these brothers held me down. That's usually how I go. That's usually how I go. So his driver was the feds, was the FBI. So he started working with the feds so that he couldn't be deported back because he's an illegal immigrant. So they allow him to work with them in exchange for him staying and not being deported. And that's when he began to start working with the feds against Tekashi 6ix9ine and Treyway to bring them down. So Tekashi probably been the last snitch. Why they saying, oh, he snitched 2 days before he got in? He probably was the last one. The only thing about it, he got to beat y'all to it for y'all tell on him. That's all that is. That's all it was. It's your boy Battle Truth. What y'all think about that? It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours. Subscribe to Battle Truth. Hit the link in the description box. Follow me on Instagram. I'm going to follow you back. If you're able to give, please donate to the channel. Your contribution, charity, donations are definitely needed and appreciated. Subscribe to Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours.